Going live, yes. Welcome to the Podcasters Lounge. Happy you're here. We're going to cover a lot of stuff today. This is a special Saturday Podcasters Lounge, and you can see, I think you can see. Yes, you can. I don't know what the heck that message is, but yeah, see, this is so Podcast Engineering School. That's the sponsor of the lounge. So learn how to engineer and produce podcasts at a professional level. And so while we're waiting for everyone to show up, so welcome everyone as you're arriving. But as we're going to get this started, I'm going to quickly go over a bunch of different topics that we're going to talk about today. And I'm assuming, yeah, you can hear me. I mean, my mic's on, everything's on. Okay. Yeah, so yes. Well, did you hear the latest episode of the Podcast Engineering Show? Yep, that's my podcast, and this episode came out on Thursday with me and Jim Collison. We had a really nice, really great episode. It was really good. So anyway, I don't know if you're subscribed to the Podcast Engineering Show. NAB, well, we're not really going to talk too much about NAB, but me and some other really tremendous professionals in the podcasting industry are going to be at NAB, and we're going to be in the podcast pavilion, and we're going to be at the Ask the Expert booth. So, and if you did want to go to NAB, which is, well, the date's right here, April 6th to 11th in Vegas, I can get you a code so you can basically get into the exhibit hall for free. So, you know, hey, if you want to come to Vegas and hang out and at the podcast pavilion, you can literally do it for free. You don't even have to buy a ticket to NAB. So, we're also going to talk about Squadcast a little bit. They made an announcement. We're going to talk about Podcaster Society. Well, not really Podcaster Society, but a couple things about podcast feeds. And Daniel J. Lewis, our good friend from Podcaster Society, recently gave a private webinar to the Podcaster Society members, and I think it's information he's going to release publicly. But anyway, there were like literally 2 or 3 tidbits I wanted to share with you, and it's nothing, you know, secret or proprietary or really even earth-shattering. But I just wanted to share a couple tidbits with you that I learned there. But if you don't know about Podcaster Society, you should check that out. Spotify, yes. If you want to, anyway, this is some of what Daniel mentioned, how to get your podcast on Spotify. Also, subscribe by email. This is a cool service I just implemented after hearing Daniel mention it. And this is actually the page of my show on Apple Podcasts now, or iTunes. Anyway, I'll talk about the title and the author field just a little bit. I'm going to tell you about my Pixel 3 that I recently bought and within a few short days returned. So I'll tell you about that. I'm just checking to make sure we're live on Twitch. I'm going to tell you about my Pixel 3 experience. Also, and then a couple like little things that don't quite apply. It does say we're live on Twitch. All right. Oh, you know what? I could just check the Restream page. What am I thinking? Yeah, online, and YouTube should be online. Yeah. Anyway, we should be up on YouTube. YouTube usually works really well. So then, you know, part of this Podcasters Lounge is we're just hanging out as podcasters, and you know, we talked last time that I'm going to get like maybe pretend I'm in a lounge, like get a smoking jacket or something, and like a pipe, even though I don't smoke. And then, I don't know, like I wanted like a big red crushed velvet chair that I'm sitting in, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. But anyway, this is the lounge, man. And it's Saturday afternoon. I know everybody's probably out doing stuff, but anyway, this is the Wim Hof method. I'm going to mention that later. And also Gary Vaynerchuk. I'm going to mention him later. And then I'm going to play a couple audio games real quick. One is this one, and then the other one is this one, which I already played on the last stream. I played 4 out of my 5 turns, And I did qualify to win the prize, but I have one turn left. So I'm going to do that. And then we're going to go through a couple of the Pod News emails, which I haven't even read yet. So yeah, if you're here, let me know. And so let's get started. Oh, this is actually the chat, which I don't need, and all this stuff. So I already mentioned Podcast Engineering School and NAB. NAB is going to be cool. I don't know. Like, NAB is making a big effort to engage podcasters and have them come to the show. I mean, it's a great show in terms of there are so many huge companies that like manufacture, audio equipment and video equipment and everything. They do have, obviously have a bunch of presentations and breakout rooms and everything, but the exhibit floor is just ridiculously huge. And the podcast pavilion this year is in a really good spot, right on the main floor, central hall, right near the central hall, I think. And in fact, if we look at, exhibit, what if I click exhibit? Can I see a map? Ooh, explore the floor plan. Okay, well, here you go. Well, there's Central Hall. I think that's where we are. Yeah, see this blue one here, South Upper? That's where we were last year, like right in the middle of South Upper, which is so, it looks close here, but it is so far away from the Central Hall. But if we click on Central Hall, oh, look at this. Here it is. Dude, look at this. Podcast Pavilion. There it is. And this booth right here, that's actually going to be, oh yeah, Podcast Engineering School. That's going to be the Ask the Expert booth right there, right between Libsyn and Blueberry. So that's cool. That's where we're going to be. This is the Podcast Pavilion, and I'll zoom out again. And one thing, oh, I can drag it too. So this is Central Hall, but there's also like a main hall right here. It's not like a hall, but it's almost like the main entrance to the entire exhibit hall place, whatever. So right here is where a lot of people enter, and then they just walk right. Well, it says North Hall, pointing straight up, but yeah. But anyway, everyone sort of, I don't know, somehow sort of usually enters through here, and then they just walk through here, and then this big hall right here, this is where Canon is. This is the Canon, and this is Sony, and this is like, it looks, like look at how small these other booths are, and then look at how big Canon is. And look, and Sony's even bigger. I mean, these two, it's not even a booth. It's like, it's almost like an acre of space on the floor for Canon and Sony. So anyway, those are huge. So this, I think this floor ends up being, I could be wrong, but it's sort of like the main highlighted area of the whole show. I don't know. Well, certainly when you walk into this hall right here, when you come through here, and you come by the Podcast Pavilion, say hi to everybody, and then you enter this big hall. When you first see the Canon monstrosity of a booth, which is awesome, it's very impressive. So, and you have to walk downstairs. So when you're standing on top of these stairs, you can actually see a lot of this hall. It's really impressive. So that's going to be NAB. I don't know. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to, anyway, I was hoping to stream live from there. A lot, like almost the entire time, literally stream from our booth here. The Podcast Pavilion. Oh, sorry about all this. Yeah, Podcast Pavilion. Oh, here's the podcast studio. See, it's going to be right across from us. Interesting. Anyway, this podcast studio is, I think they're going to be definitely recording or even streaming from here. So anyway, I was going to plan, oh, this is available. Hey, anybody want a 10 by 40 space? Oh, this is available. That's available. Jeez, come on, people. Anyway, so we're going to be making a lot of content at NAB. And here's the thing about NAB, like they're really trying to incorporate podcasting, and this is just the beginning. Like, see how small the Podcast Pavilion is compared to the whole thing? It's tiny. It's minuscule. But over time, just like podcasting is slowly rising and going up, the square footage of this podcast pavilion is going to slowly increase, and it's going to become a happening place. By the way, what are you guys drinking on Saturday? I got some Perrier, which I'm gonna open this now, and I also have an energy drink. So this coming Wednesday, I forgot to mention this. This coming Wednesday is Halloween, and Wednesday is when we stream, right? Remember? Here's the, can I click on this? Open image in new tab. How big is it going to be? There we go. Live Wednesdays 7 to 9. And I'm just checking the, yeah, okay. I'm not crazy. Sometimes I have to check if I'm crazy when I'm streaming. So look at these comments coming in on the right. The blue area, it's completely blank. Really, I don't know if anyone's listening, but well, on Twitch, there's definitely 0 viewers, and on YouTube, I don't know. But if we check YouTube here, is it? It still says sending data, whatever. But I'm sure it's up on YouTube. But anyway, so this stream we're doing today on Saturday, this is like an extra stream. This is like bonus. Like I plan on for the Podcasters Lounge. I plan, this is a definite every week, Wednesdays, 7 to 9 Eastern on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And I hope I'm live on Facebook. I think I am. Oh, but you know what? I can't see the Facebook comments from here. Oh, see, I was supposed to set up my other little laptop computer to check Facebook. So you know what? Maybe on my phone, I'll have to just pull up Facebook. I just put the Facebook app back on my phone like yesterday because I had it off of there for many months because it's such a monstrosity of an app with a zillion notifications. And I mean, it right? The Facebook just gets nutty. You know? Zillion notifications. Whoa. Yes, well, wow. So yeah, we're definitely live on Facebook, but I can't see the comments. I'm going to have to get my laptop and start firing it up. So my point is every Wednesday we'll be streaming, and then sometimes on, I don't know, Saturdays, Sundays, whenever, maybe Friday afternoons. I don't know. I might just stream live for the hell of it, just to hang out, just so we can all hang out. And so this is one of those. It's just like an extra stream that we're kind of hanging out. Oh, and I forgot my music. See? Oh yeah. as Michael Helms would say, oh yeah. Did you guys ever check out the Location Sound podcast? See, somehow with background music, now it feels like we're streaming. Right? Now it feels like we're live. Right? Have you guys checked out Location Sound podcast, Mr. Michael Helms? I was gonna try and guess his middle initial, but forget that. Anyway, this is yeah, Location Sound podcast. He's done 19 episodes, and he's done one every week since he started. So you all know in the podcasting world how great it is to start a weekly podcast and put one out every week. And by great, I mean that takes serious effort. You know, when you're doing everything yourself, right? It just takes a lot of effort. So, Michael Helms, good on you, man. And I'm going to quickly grab my laptop because I got to open Facebook and get ready for these comments. Hold on one second. See, I don't want to take the time to plug in my laptop. So I hope it lasts the whole stream. It should last 2 hours, but it's not a great laptop. It's an Asus Windows laptop, and it's okay. It's like average laptop. It's not the most powerful thing. It doesn't have the best screen, but it's good. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna check on Facebook, see if you guys are commenting. Now, where where were we is the question. So yes, every Wednesday, you can check us out. Podcast Pavilion. Okay, great. And here's the code to get a guest pass. I'm gonna post this somewhere. I haven't figured out how I want to give people this passcode. I don't know if I should just. I don't think I should put it on social media, but I don't really want to just put it out to everyone. But so if you do want this code, let me know, and I'll send it to you. See, I like Perrier, but it makes you burp, right? So, but I can control my burps. Can you control your burps? See, I gotta let this laptop warm up, right? It has to. I like to let it boot up and just keep booting up because you know it's doing it's checking for updates and all that nonsense. I always like to let it go through that entire process. You know what? I'm gonna refresh this chat. Right? It says we're good. All right. So maybe just no one's watching. So Squadcast. You've probably heard of Squadcast. It's a voice over IP recording it's not software. It's an app. It's through a web browser. You use it in Chrome. It's like Zencastr and Ringer, right? It allows you to connect, and then it records each participant locally on their own machine, and then uploads it later, or it uploads it during the recording. But the point is that it's recording everyone's mic locally. So if your voice goes over the internet and gets messed up and distorted and glitched and clicking and then you record that audio, then you just recorded all that. You just degraded it a lot and then recorded it. So these services, what they let you do is record it locally. So before it ever goes out over the internet. So then you're recording like a clean copy that's much cleaner than a voice over IP signal. So Squadcast is cool. They're probably still the new kid on the block in terms of these services, but they're doing great, and they just added progressive uploads. So before with Squadcast, you'd record the entire episode, and then when you hit stop, then it would start uploading everyone's audio, and then you'd have to wait. And if someone had a slow connection, like I remember waiting, no kidding, 25 minutes. We were sitting there waiting for one of the guests' audio to upload, and the guest was like, "Can I leave yet? Can I leave now?" No, you can't leave. So the guest had to sit there and wait. So now they're doing the progressive uploads, which is also what Zencastr does, and I believe Ringer does it. I believe. I don't know. So if you're live, if you can let me know if the music's too loud or if it's okay. It's hard for me to tell. To me it sounds pretty low. So, okay. I think it should be good. I literally have it on 3. I don't even want to click it, but it's on 3 out of 100%, 3%. So, anyway, Squadcast. The cool thing about Squadcast is that it actually shows each participant on their webcam. If you turn on the webcam, if you turn on your webcam, it'll show your face on the screen. And what's cool about that is you just get a feeling more that you're talking to people and that you could see them on the screen, right? But Squadcast doesn't record that video. The webcams that let everyone see each other, none of that gets recorded. So it's just the audio that gets recorded, which is cool because, again, it's for podcasting. And anyway, I haven't used Squadcast in a while. I've been, Zencastr is my main service that I like for various reasons. Probably the biggest being that the ducking thing. So you guys know when you talk on Skype, for instance, if 2 people talk at the same time, one person's voice gets almost muted, like it just goes way down in volume, and then you can't hear them. It's like they went away for a second or two, and then when the other person stops talking, the level comes back. And to me, as an audio engineer, that's like the most annoying thing you can do to my audio, is basically mute my audio. I just want to record everything without adjusting levels, and actually that's what Zencastr does. Zencastr turns off that ducking thing, which really I call it the ducking thing, but really it's there to prevent feedback loops, which is fair, but if everyone's wearing headphones, then you don't need it. So anyway, that's why Zencastr is still my main go-to, even though they've had problems over the past 6-8 months as well. So has Squadcast, so has Ringer. I mean, they all have problems. This is one of the things in my dreams, if I had, $10 billion, I would literally create a service that really works really well. That's what I would do, because in my mind, I know how to do it, but I just don't have the money, and I don't know how to program computers and all that. So there you go, Squadcast going to the progressive uploads. So welcome to the Saturday monologue. Oh, you know what? I realized from watching the replay of past streams, I didn't watch the whole thing. I just checked the quality, right? I spot check it here and there. I listen, make sure it's, my mic level and the music are okay. And make sure Barry's okay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's Barry. I turned up my sound clips. Barry, what do you... Anyway, if you listen to my podcast, you know Barry. But when I realized that when I take a drink and I put it down on the desk, it actually vibrates through the boom arm and into the mic, right? Listen, I'm going to just put it down pretty normally. You hear that? That's like a thud on your end. I mean, I don't really hear it now, but... So I'm trying to place things down more easily. Although I do have like a little sidecar table here too, which I could just put it on there. But all right, Squadcast. So, all right, well, let's get into this. Oh, I can. I'm gonna pull up Facebook on my other computer and just make sure I could see the comments in Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you're commenting, I'm sorry that I haven't seen you yet. My wife and I just came from Party City, where I bought something for next Wednesday's stream, which is on Halloween. Anyway, that's gonna be fun. I mean, I'd like to, like, make a whole, like, set, like a movie set of Halloween, like, behind me. Like, I know you just see, like, this room behind me, but I'd like to create a whole set, with cool lights and all Halloween stuff, but that would cost, like, a lot of money, and it would take a lot of time. So that's not gonna happen. But I do have a surprise or two. All right. And by the way, on these streams, I think you know this, but if you have questions, ask me questions. Anything about podcasting, I can try to help. So I'm finding the Podcasters Lounge, and I'm seeing that we are live. So the service I use to basically combine all the chats into one chat, which is the chat you see on the screen, that service is having trouble connecting with Facebook chat. So, well, it says it's seen by 3. I don't know how do I monitor the comments? Do I just click on the post? No. I mean, I don't really want to click on the video itself and start watching it. I guess I can see below if there's any comments. Anyway, this is extremely annoying. But anyway, Podcaster Society. If you guys haven't heard of Daniel J. Lewis's community, yeah, check it out. It's an exclusive community. It's not cheap. I think it's like, I don't know. How much is it? How much is it, Daniel? There you go. $479 a year. Or $49 a month. So, this is no joke. But, you get all kinds of stuff. It's crazy what... It just... I can vouch for Daniel, as can many people in the podcasting industry. Daniel's just a pro, right? But his Podcaster Society is really high quality. Anything you need help with, you will get help with. Could be WordPress websites, your WordPress site, your marketing. I mean, I'm telling you, anything. Daniel, and he's there personally overseeing everything and helping every person. So anyway, he recently, you probably heard about this, but he was recently, his show was booted out of Apple Podcasts, which is like the thing that everyone fears, right? And anyway, he got it reinstated within, I don't know, pretty quickly, maybe two or 3 days. But in his back and forth with Apple Podcasts, he learned a lot about what you should have in your title and description and your author tag and all this stuff. And so he was relaying that to his members. So I was there because I help him in his Podcaster Society as the audio engineering expert. So anyway, I think he's going to release that publicly, but really interesting. Like I always think like, well, if my podcast got booted out of Apple Podcasts, like what do I do? Like the fear is that you would try to contact Apple Podcasts and then no one wouldn't you would just never get a response. And you'd be, you know, SOL, out of luck. So, but anyway, he did get an email from them. And anyway, you could see, just follow Daniel, follow Podcaster Society, and you'll be able to watch his entire presentation very soon, I'm sure. One thing he did mention, which I didn't know, is you can actually now, like after so long, I think recently or in the recent past, like Spotify now, they now have a page where you can actually submit your podcast. So if you're not in Spotify, you can get on there now. You just have to fill out, I assume you just fill out a form. Well, let's click get started. All right, well, we're not going to do that. Log in with Facebook. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, you could see Spotify. I guess they show you your stats. You know, once you're registered with Spotify and all that. So here's, like, I use Libsyn as my media host. And with Libsyn, they've integrated with Spotify for a long time now. Maybe a year, maybe more, maybe a little less. I don't know. But a long time. And so for my show, for instance, the Podcast Engineering Show, oh, wait. Ed Sullivan, thank you for commenting on Facebook, brother. Oh, yeah. Ed Sullivan. Me and Ed are trying to figure out if iZotope RX7... Oh, I could show my RX7. There it is. This is RX7. We're trying to figure out if this software processes audio using multiple cores of your CPU, or if it's just one core. Because I was told with RX6 that they did not utilize multiple cores when they were processing audio. So anyway, RX7 might be different, but anyway, we're still trying to reach out to iZotope and find out for sure. And Ed and I are doing some testing too. So anyway, because I use Libsyn, I was able to get into Spotify, you know, long time ago, and I didn't even have to apply really. Well, I guess sort of I did, but within Libsyn, you just fill out a bunch of details and click submit, and through Libsyn was submitted to Spotify, and then after a certain period of time, then you were approved, then you were in Spotify. But now, if you're not using Libsyn or whatever you're using, doesn't matter, and you want to get into Spotify, now you can through here. And I actually have a client who still has the old setup of, believe it or not, and this is the old way to do things. This is the Cliff Ravenscraft, you know, 2012 setup, which still works technically. But anyway, that's having a WordPress website, having the Blueberry PowerPress plugin on your WordPress website, generating your podcast feed from the PowerPress plugin, running your feed through FeedBurner, Google FeedBurner, and then your Google FeedBurner feed, the FeedBurner feed is what you would give to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or you know, back then it was iTunes, Stitcher, you know, TuneIn Radio, right? Anyway, so the feed that you're registering on all the platforms was a FeedBurner feed, which had some pluses and minuses, and it still does have pluses and minuses. Anyhow, I have a client that I set up like that. This is way back then, like 2014. And so they don't generate their feed from Libsyn, so I wasn't able to do what I did with my show with Libsyn. So anyway, now I'm going to register their show in Spotify through this interface on Monday, because I have to, anyway, I don't have access to the email that is associated with their FeedBurner, yada yada, doesn't matter. So, okay, Ed says he ran the loudness and that did not seem to use multiple cores for that functions. Oh, the loudness, okay. Anyway, Ed and I are gonna do more research, and once we come up with our findings, then I'll present it. So there's Spotify. You can get into Spotify. Another little service that Daniel mentioned, which isn't new, and it's not, yeah, it is by Blueberry, but it's subscribed by email. So if you look at my site, this is my site. Let's use this one. Yeah. All right. This is my website. Okay, great. This is just the page for the Podcasters Lounge. But on my sidebar, you can see, well, first of all, one thing I did because of Daniel's advice, I used to have in this list right here where you can hear my podcast. It used to have Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn Radio, and something else. No, maybe that's it. Anyway, I got rid of them, so now it's just Apple, Spotify, Google, RSS, and email. So it's just cleaner, and most people are listening through one of these three. Actually, Apple Podcasts is by far the most popular. Spotify is second most popular, and I don't even know what's third. Just the rest. Literally, you could just think about the rest because whatever. So anyway, I did that, and I used to have an email list. If you might be on my email list for Podcast Engineering School, but I actually got rid of that on my website because I went through all kinds of nonsense. What was it, 2-3 months ago with the whole GDPR and everything, and I actually tried to do it the way you're supposed to do it, and that was a big pain in the ass for all my email subscribers, which I didn't have that many. Well, I mean, I don't even know what I had, 60 or 80 people on an email list, which is, I don't know. Well, it is what it is. I don't know if it's a lot or a little, but that's a fair amount of people. If you had 60 people in front of you, it's a lot of people. Anyway, I got rid of my email list because it was only a monthly email, and it was also it's stuff that I'm now going to present in streams and all this, and plus anyway, the whole privacy thing with email really that frustrated me so much it wasn't funny. So I just got rid of all that. But what I did put in its place, see, you could still see email here. I did, using this subscribe by email, you put your podcast feed in here, and then you click this, and what you end up seeing is this. So here's the thing. When someone's on my website and they click email, it brings them to this page, which says the Podcast Engineering Show. Enter your email. Okay, Joe Smith at joesmith.com, and then they have to agree to the term, whatever, and then you subscribe. So now what happens, so Joe Smith, let's say Joe Smith goes here and puts his email in and hits subscribe. Now, when I put out an episode of my show, Podcast Engineering Show, Joe's going to actually get an email. And I think I did have that email. No. All right. Going into my email. Live on stream. Yeah. Is this safe to do? I don't know. Subscribe by email confirmation. Oh, here we go. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a daily digest. They send an email daily, but only if there's new content. But here's the thing. Here's your daily digest. Don't miss the latest episode of the Podcast Engineering Show. And I'm glad I pulled this up because see, this used to be the title of my show. See all that? Look, it couldn't even fit it all. It cut it off. Anyway, if someone signs up using this subscribe by email, this is what they're gonna get. Whenever I put out an episode, they're gonna get an email and they'll just be able to click on it. Because some people, believe it or not, especially older people, they still want to they'd like to just get an email. Just send me an email and I'll click on it, right? That's fair. So, anyway, so that's subscribe by email. Sorry, it's right here. And now, again, I'm glad this is showing the old title to my podcast. Literally, this was the title. The Podcast Engineering Show. Professional podcast production. Recording, mixing, editing, mastering. And they even cut off mastering here in this email. Because of what Daniel said, and I'm going to let you go check out his video, because his presentation was awesome and way deep and all that. Now this is the name of my show. This is in Apple Podcasts, and that's it. Now it's just the Podcast Engineering Show. I removed all this stuff because if you have all stuff like this, keywords and all that, which is, I know a lot of podcast consultants, they used to tell us, oh, you know, you got to put your keywords in your title because that's a searchable field in Apple Podcasts, all that. Anyway, I cleaned up my author tag too. But so here's what I'm going to tell you. Go to Podcaster Society, go find Daniel, ask him if you can see his presentation, or he might have posted it already, and see what he had to say about the title and the author tag and what changes you might want to make immediately. So, really good presentation by Daniel. I'm glad I could see Facebook comments. Me and Ed Sullivan hanging out on a Saturday. Right? So, by the way, if you're watching, if you're enjoying, wherever you're watching, you can actually, you know, hit like or hit subscribe or, you know, do all that stuff. Do everything that I'm supposed to ask you to do. Right? Anyway. So yeah, this is what my show looks like now. It's much cleaner. I even cleaned up the description a little bit. I just, you know, tweaked it and, you know, every now and then you got to update your stuff. And look at this, 25. I have 25 ratings, and the average is 4.5 stars. Unbelievable. Unacceptable. I'm outraged. Who would dare to give my podcast less than 5 stars? Really, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is, right? And I'm grateful for 4.5 or whatever it is. Or who knows, maybe it's 4.8, right? But it only shows 4.5 actual stars on the screen. Whatever. All right. I'm gonna type into the chat. Restream.io. Typed in, hey everyone. What does it mean? Wait, so it shows that I'm Restream.io? Oh no, there. Wait, Podcasters Lounge. There we go. Now I see in YouTube. You could see my. Oh wait, no, you can't see it. See, hold on. All right, there we go. See, I fixed it. Aren't you glad I fixed it? Now you could see all the comments. I'm the only one who commented. All right. Arik Levy's here at Facebook. What's up, man? I'm having to view Facebook on a separate computer because the chat's not integrated with the one on the screen. But, oh, and you know another thing? I usually tilt my screen down a little. See the webcam now? Now my head is a little higher. Yeah, that's better. I've been rushing to get these streams going. Like, I even though I give myself like almost a half an hour to, you know, get my topic straight, just and open all the different programs and to, you know, put on Do Not Disturb, turn off the Dropbox syncing, turn off my SonarWorks, open all my audio programs, because I have a lot of audio programs. In case we want to talk audio, I got Twisted Wave open and ready to go. I got Reaper open, ready to go. I got RX7 ready to go. So anyway, and then for each one of these, I have to, you know, change the preferences sometimes for the output, stuff like that. So, you know, I gotta hide my little bar down here, whatever. Does that show up when does that cover me when that shows up? Oh no, that's behind my webcam. So, all right, let's get back to my news items. Arik Levy, what's up, man? You off today? Chilling on a Saturday? Hey, Arik, when is your next summit start? Because Arik does these, it's called the Shooter Summit, right? Anyway, Arik's gonna come on Skype sometime. Probably not today, but because I'm already going. But and I'm new at streaming, and I don't know how to incorporate someone on Skype on the fly into Ecamm Live. But November 25th, his Shooter Summit starts. So if you're into guns and all that stuff, yeah, check out the Shooter Summit. Wait, hold on. I have a web browser. I can search for things. See, shootersummit.com. God. Go behind the scenes with 30 world-class firearms instructors and become a better shooter today. Yeah, Arik, so should we try it? Arik, do you want to connect by Skype now? Should we actually try it while we're live? Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. You know what? I don't think we can because I think I would have to put Skype up here in my... Yeah, I'd have to put Skype in my audio hijack. Which, I don't know, maybe I could do that on the fly too. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna decide not to do all this right now, Arik, because it's gonna take a while and I don't know if it'll work, and that's why I want to test it and all that, so. So anyway, if you're into guns or ammo or anything like that, check out the Shooter Summit, and Arik is I'm trying to say, I was thinking of a different way to say police officer, an officer of the law, okay? That's what I was thinking of. Oh, you want to do it? All right, we'll do it. All right, let's do it. So here, watch this. You're gonna see all this live. First thing I'm gonna do, audio hijack. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop the audio here. Then I'm gonna add Skype. I could probably just put it right in here, or right. All right, I'm gonna add it to. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it right in here. All right, hang on. And Arik, just, I think I already have your Skype handle. All right, hang on, everybody. You're gonna hear silence in a second. Okay, I should be back, and you can see I just put Skype in here, and I just put the meter, just because I like having meters to see, and then it's flowing the same place that all my other applications are flowing. And so now if I go to Skype... Alright, we chatted 10 months ago. Okay, terrific. And now what? I just call you on video. Oh, what happened? Is he, Wait, what's happening? See, Arik, it's not working, man. I'm trying to call you. Let me take off Do Not Disturb, and then you can... Maybe you can call me? It says you're active, and I'm hitting video call. And... Oh, now Skype closed. Whoa, dude. See? I told you funky stuff was gonna happen, man. I hope the stream's still going. Alright, I'm gonna try it again. Gonna try it again. We're gonna break stuff. Alright. Try and call me again, Arik. Yeah, so... See, this is why... Now you're seeing why I didn't want to do this. And we're gonna do it, by the way. We're gonna do it. I'm just telling everyone who's watching. When you try to do stuff on the fly... Oh, yeah.
See? It's connecting.
It's connecting. We're connected.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on.
So now on let me mute you.
So
okay.
Hi, Arik Levy. I should give you by dude.
What?
Hold on. I'm putting you on the screen. Oh, there we go. See, you're
Okay,
big.
so,
and here's what we need to do.
Go into Ecamm Live. And then add Skype as...
Arik Levy! Dude! Okay, now...
Such a nut. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you...
So go into Ecamm Live. Because you don't want to share me as Skype. You want to bring me into Ecamm Live. You see the difference?
Sure. So I'm in Ecamm Live.
Okay, so go to Ecamm Live. And then up at Source... Oop.
Yep.
Okay, go to Source and then put Skype as one of on the switcher.
Oh, when I click Source, it says camera, share screen, or video file.
So it's under camera.
Camera.
Okay.
Now it's showing me.
I'm watching the delay, but you should be able to pick up Skype as a second source. So then you go back before one, and source 1 is you, and source 2 is the Skype. And then if you hit shift, you'll be able to bring up both at the same time. Split screen.
Well, it says I see myself on the stream now, but I do see shift click sources for split screen. Oh yeah. Now how do I... Oh, dude. This is it. We got it.
Okay, so I'm watching you now on Skype, and then on my other monitor I see us split. So yes, we're split screen. Look at that. And then you can go back and forth. Like if you had something important to say, you can just click on you. And then if you want, I have something important to say, which is never, you can click on number 2 and then I'm there. Or you can just leave it shift click and we're both here together.
All right, so we're here together, but now we can't see the chat, but that's okay.
You can't see the chat?
Well, not on the broadcast.
No, you can see your chat on, you can see your chat on Ecamm Live. And then you can bring the comments in.
See, I haven't done that yet.
You should do that.
How does my Ecamm comments pull from YouTube, Facebook?
Magic. That's why it's such a good program.
Okay. So I see the comments thing.
Yes.
Click to view 4 comments. Okay. That was me saying hello, everyone. That's it. Anyway, and you guys are both watching on Facebook. My 2 viewers. Yeah. So
your comments aren't streaming? Let me if I type a comment here.
Well, no, if you type on Facebook, Facebook isn't integrating with my Restream, but so that's the thing. I'm using Restream.
It's supposed to.
Well, no, look, it says I see the comments and reactions window here. How do I get that onto the screen?
Onto what's being broadcast or what is...
Yeah, onto what's being broadcast.
You should just drag it on. Just drag it on.
No, it's not being dragged on. It's like an actual, it's like a sidebar I see on my screen. And when I drag it on the thing, it doesn't get dragged on there. Maybe I have to add an overlay.
See, I don't want to pull up my Ecamm Live. I don't have to
Yeah. Show overlays.
I'm able to pull comments directly from that sidebar of comments coming up. You should have a comments window.
I do. I see it. Comments and reactions. I see a window. I can move it. It's great. But it's not on the stream. So I don't know how to get that on the stream unless it's an overlay. It makes sense if an overlay...
I'm going to open up Ecamm Live, and let's hope the system doesn't blow up. All right, I'm going to launch the new codes here. Let's see what my system... I mean, I don't have as nice of a Mac as yours. All right.
Barry, what are we going to need? And I hope everyone watching is cool with us doing this live, because why not? This is the lounge. We're just hanging out on a Saturday.
All right.
We're going to play some games.
Your comments.
Barry, what do you think? Of course, my friend and co-host of the Podcast Engineering Show, Barry, is here with me. He's off camera, but he has a mic. Barry, what do you think about my ability to get the comments onto the screen?
There's no activity, no giggle, no nothing.
There's nothing. I know.
Well, I'll tell you what's really interesting is how you set up. I'm gonna have to go over. You do a little bit more with your audio hijack. I don't know. You were doing some voodoo there towards the end, so when you were bringing Skype in. That's probably why I'm having that feedback when I pull up Skype. That feedback is horrible.
Yeah. Well, I can show you how I have Ecamm set up.
Okay, so when you hit comments and reactions, you're seeing that window.
Yes. By the way, you can hear the background music, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No, because I'm listening directly through Skype. Okay, if I was listening, if I put the volume on my Facebook, I'll hear it, but I muted that because there's a delay.
Got it.
Yeah,
but I could also send it to your Skype too, but my friend, I don't want to.
No. The new beta. I don't know if you're running the beta or not.
I am.
Okay, it should have asked you to install the system audio.
It did, but I said no because I'm doing too much with audio already.
Okay, you are. I mean, that's probably one of the reasons why I'm having all sorts of issues sometimes. But yes, you should be able to incorporate system audio into your broadcast.
No, I can.
I know, but
Yeah.
Why is because my Skype guys, I'm doing the recordings now for my new summit, and I'm doing everything in Ecamm Live, so I can edit on the fly. I'm switching back and forth like you could do, and then sometimes I do a split screen. But when I play, they do a video that we talk about. They do a drill. They can't hear it, and I've been trying to figure out why they can't hear it in Ecamm Live, and if there's a way to pull that audio and send it to Skype.
Yeah, there is. Well, watch. I'll show you.
Okay. Now I'm watching on the other side, so I'll catch up.
Wait a minute, but then how do I now show my desktop again?
You have to go up, go on your Ecamm Live, just put the mouse there. There you go.
No,
and then
yeah,
you have to click on computer screen. You have 3. You've got camera, computer screen, video. Go to computer screen.
Oh, on source.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Oh, see, dude, this now you and I are split in the... Yes! Oh, God! We're making history here for me. All right, everyone else in the world already knows how to do this way better, but
right
for me
now. And just for the record, since I can see now that you have my website up, that is the old landing page. The new one is being built this weekend because it's coming out in November. So as you see, it says November or December 2017. That is the old one. The new one is a little bit different.
Got it.
But thank you for
now I have your floating. Anyway, I have that. Okay, so
the modal.
Here's the thing. This is Skype. Can you see? Now I don't even know what you're seeing, but I think your face is big on the screen because we're looking at Skype. Skype, you go to Preferences, Audio and Video, Microphone, okay? This is where I have I'm not choosing my microphone. I'm choosing a virtual instrument that I created. It's called 2Skype. So 2Skype, I created a virtual instrument called 2Skype, which is feeding Skype. It's going to Skype. That's why I called it 2Skype. Now, if you look in my audio,
you created that in Loopback. You did that in Loopback.
Yeah, I did that in Loopback, which is right here. Which, there you go. So here it is, 2Skype. Where is it? There it is, 2Skype. Look, and now I can put in here what I want to go to Skype. So me, FaceTime. So I could actually add.
So I did that, right?
If I add Pretzel, where's Pretzel? Anyway, I don't know why Pretzel's not showing up. That's my music. But there's another way to do it. If I come here, oh, see, to Zoom. See, I should just change it to Zoom because I already made a. Wait, Arik, talk again. I want to see if the level's coming through here.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Sibilance.
Yeah, see, you're not coming through. Oh, you might have been.
What?
You're not coming through.
Let me pull up the audio. No, I'm coming through on the. I pulled up the volume on the Facebook feed. I'm talking, and the music's playing. Yeah.
Okay. All right, just check because that would suck, right? But here's what you can do.
People would say it.
So here's
all two people would say it.
Yes, Ed Sullivan, dude, if he's still here.
If he's still here, thank you, Ed. It says he's watching.
All right, well there we go. So in Audio Hijack, what you do is you would just you bring up Skype as an application and you run the audio, and then you just run it like this is an output device. Right now it's set to Zoom. I just changed this to Skype because I already have the 2Skype virtual instrument created.
Where am I seeing to Zoom?
Right in this block here.
Oh, okay, on the output device.
Yeah, right
you
here.
Could add multiple output devices.
Yeah, baby. I
thought you could only do one.
This thing's going to Zoom, to QuickTime, and also to my Mix Pre 6, so I can hear it.
So you have scroll it over again to the beginning, the inputs.
Yeah.
It'll take a second to.
Oh yeah, it'll take. See, I should.
But what you could do, you could share your screen on Skype now, so I could see it real time.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's gonna blow your mind. That's gonna blow your mind.
There I am. Okay, Skype. So wait, audio and video.
Go to Skype.
Camera. No,
on the bottom. On the bottom, go to Skype, like on the main window, the big me.
Okay.
And on the bottom, you'll see it'll pull up that little. It's like a box on top of a box next to where the hang up thing is. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's like those infinity mirrors.
Dude. All right, so I'm gonna go back to Audio Hijack.
So now I'm seeing it real time. I got to shut the other monitor because now I'm like tripping out. There's like all this stuff going on.
Right.
All right. So now, so you have application Reaper, application Isotope. Wow.
Yeah,
I got all these things.
Yeah, I got Reaper, and then Pretzel. This one down here, that's the music playing.
Okay, and does that go? That goes to Zoom.
That goes. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can.
Zoom, QuickTime, Mix Pre. And that's just constant.
Yeah.
So if I had application Ecamm Live and I could send that to Skype, and then the people on Skype then could hear the video that was playing.
No, what you would do... Wait, where are you playing the video from?
In Ecamm Live. So Ecamm Live, I can pull up, you get either computer screen, camera, or video. So you can play videos.
Yeah, but that's weird. Like, I don't know. There's something weird going on here with Skype and Ecamm Live. They're combined somehow. So when you... I don't know why when you play videos in Ecamm Live, it just doesn't go right to the Skype person. But you could try it in here. But I don't know if you pull up Ecamm...
Okay, time out. Let me ask you another question. This is great that we're doing this. Hopefully people... Hey, Ed's still here. I can see that. Cool, Ed. Nice to meet you.
Ed!
What is your settings on Ecamm Live? So if you go to Ecamm Live and you have the audio levels.
You mean I have it says microphone?
No, go to options.
Yeah.
And no.
Stream
Wait, go back to overlays maybe. Where is the option to see? You have those little gray boxes that show you your levels.
I don't think I've seen that.
Okay. Do I have to open? Okay, well, you just go there and then keep going. Edit, no. Scene, no. Source, no. No. Microphone, no. Overlays. Show image, movie, text, countdown, no. Options, go back to options. I'm going to have to open up Ecamm Live again. I'm sorry.
All right.
Okay. Wow. My computer is like flipping out now. Sound levels, it's called. And where is that? Oh, wait. Maybe it's in preferences.
Preferences, huh?
General.
Oh, see, you know what? You actually installed that whatever sound driver Ecamm wanted you to install. You did that. I didn't.
So you don't have no, you should be able to get your sound levels. That's been there for a long time.
Okay.
I'll find it. When you're...
I'm sending it my own virtual instrument, so
right,
it's probably just receiving that audio and just taking it as it is. It's probably...
Oh, I know where it is. Okay, let me close this out because I'm seeing like 5 different versions of Ecamm Live. Okay, so put your mouse over the Ecamm Live window.
Oh yeah.
Okay, see where on the top right? Wait, yeah, top right. The second one down. Click that.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Okay. So interesting. For some reason, your Skype is really high. You see, it's peaking.
That's you.
I know. Am I peaking? I can't tell because I'm not listening to the
slightly,
feed.
but see, Skype does an automatic leveling thing, so we can't really control it unless I was to just.
Yeah. Now, for some reason, when I started doing this, and I never posted it to the group, when I had to keep, and you have the exact same setup as I had. That's why I'm asking. I had to turn the Skype level all the way down, completely off, because they were hearing when the sound is on top of each other. So they were hearing
like a doubling.
Yes, and when I turned that off, it was fine. So I wanted to see how you had it set up, and you have the volume up. And Ed, am I? He's mesmerized.
Ed!
Am I doubling? Let me turn the volume up and see if I'm.
All right, I put you on 75%. So, Ed, he says, I'm mesmerized. I bought the Rogue Amoeba bundle. Haven't had time to look at it. Chris is keeping me busy with homework.
No, it doesn't seem like I am. It does not seem like I am. So I don't know. Something's going on with me. So
yeah,
we'll have to figure this out.
Well, you're using Audio Hijack, right?
No, I don't use Audio Hijack when I go with Ecamm Live or Skype.
Okay, but are you using Loopback at all? Like when you go to, for instance, when you go to microphone, what are you choosing? Your actual microphone?
I choose MixPre 6.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
It is interesting.
See, yeah.
Before my next interview, I'll get with you and I'll set the volume up and I'll see if it doubles. I'll do like a test stream on YouTube.
Okay.
And see, I thought maybe because the MixPre was handling the system audio somehow that it was getting the audio from Skype and sending it out to the stream in addition to what Ecamm was doing. So I just turned the Ecamm one off. I mean, it seems to work with it down. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I'd like to be able to get the audio back to them. So I'm going to try and do a virtual. I have the loopback set up. I'll try and do a virtual one. And
yeah, use a virtual instrument because then you can bring in your mic from the MixPre. If you have anything else plugged into the MixPre, like I have Barry plugged into my MixPre.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
he likes that.
So Barry's coming in, and also, you know, then I can have all my applications like Twisted Wave. So when you play a video for your broadcast, you should probably play it in like a standalone video player. Like, why don't you play it in?
But because then they, you know how we are now on the screen, the little box window in the bottom.
Yeah.
So I bring them in the box window at the bottom, and they are seeing it. And remember, I got to capture it on Ecamm because it's being recorded. So if I play it in a standalone, that means I'd have to like share the screen, and I don't know how that would work. So you can play videos directly on Ecamm.
But you and I are on Skype, and I'm sharing my screen with you.
Yeah, but remember, I'm recording it for the people. I guess it gets confusing. I'm lost.
It does get confusing. It's not.
So
simple.
Ecamm Live has the ability to play videos directly in it, right? Why wouldn't you just use that?
Yeah.
If I'm using Ecamm Live to record my Skype session, but an enhanced version. So like I said, I can switch back and forth, and you know, maybe it's not the best way to use Ecamm Live. I last time I did this, the previous times, I recorded Skype, and then I'd go back and have to edit it, which I really didn't want to do that much editing. So I can now do the switcher with Ecamm Live 1 and 2 as I'm talking to the person, and then of course bring up that split screen, and it looks nice. And I'm also using Call Recorder to record the audio because it'll only let you record the audio. And here's the other thing. Like right now for my webcam, I'm using the Cam Link, but I like to use a different camera. I guess it's a little over complicated.
Yeah, and you know what? One of the things about this Podcasters Lounge is like Arik, you and I are used to going deep into tech and stuff. Like,
right.
This lounge, like, it's okay that we did this now, but like, really, this isn't what this lounge is about. Because we, like, literally, if we had a bunch of people on here over the last 20 minutes, we would have lost everybody. They just would have stopped watching because they don't.
Yes, no,
you know what I mean.
Look, I totally get that, but I think Ed's liking it.
Yeah. So what is your Firearms Nation?
My website? Yes.
No, I want to look at your Apple Podcasts.
Okay.
Oh yeah, see you nice and clean. Just the name and your name.
Oh, I heard what they were doing. And I went back into Libsyn and changed everything. Even now, if you look at my latest episode, 86,
yeah,
I got rid of colons and dashes. I used to have a colon and dash in each name, and I heard that they were flagging things that had extra characters.
Oh, really? Oh, God.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I want to just make it as simple as possible. So, because they're not giving warning. You know, I listen to Dave Jackson. They're not giving warning. They're just taking things out, and then you got to fight. I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. So dude, I bought a Pixel 3 as soon as it came out.
Oh my God.
I got it. I'm going to say about 9 days ago, it arrived at my house, let's say. And, you know, I did the whole switch over, you know, from your old phone to your new phone, right? And they've been making that a lot easier over the last 4 or 5 years. Thank God, right? Remember the old days when you used to, like, you couldn't even transfer anything? Like, maybe your pictures, but, like, literally all the apps and your logins and well, actually, the logins don't transfer either. But anyway, you get the idea. But I'm just making sure it still looks good. So I got the Pixel 3, and what happened was, as I'm using this thing, like, I just felt like it was, like, radiating something. Like there was some strong, like, radiation, like, you know, not like nuclear radiation, but just something. It was like, you know, when you look at a bright light, it's like, oh, it's like you just feel like the weight of it, or like sometimes when you're in the sun, like if the sun is really strong, it's like a weight on you. I was just feeling like this phone was radiating, and I'm like, what's going on? So literally for 5-6 days, I kind of had a headache just using my phone.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Are they putting some souped up thing in there? So, and plus, so I ended up taking it back. But the other reason I brought it back was this, that I have been using a Samsung Galaxy S7 for the last 2.5 years. Before that, I was using a Samsung Galaxy S5. Samsung, those phones are good. They are, like, when you hold it and you use it, it's a high quality piece of electronics, right? And it's Samsung. They've been doing this for how many years? Here's the thing about the Google Pixel. It felt okay, but compared to a Samsung, it almost felt a little bit like a toy. You know what I mean? Like, just a little bit. I'm not saying it's a toy, and I'm not saying it's a piece of garbage, but I'm just saying, in comparison to a Samsung, it just felt like 25% toy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just not a quality engineered construction or something. I don't know.
Listen, if it's frying your brain, that's not good either.
I'm telling you, it was...
That's weird.
It was weird. But... Hey, Sun Power Pod. Heather, right? Heather, I think it's Heather. See, I got to remember everyone's name and stuff. So Heather's in, I think, New Zealand, right? Heather, tell us your name, where you're from, whatever. Yeah. So anyway, I took back the Pixel 3, and yeah, it's Heather. So what a surprisingly easy thing to do. I went to the Verizon store. Yeah, she's in New Zealand. Went to the Verizon store. It was within the 14 days. They took it back, and I was going to get another phone, but then I'm like, you know what? The Samsung is coming out in 3 or 4 months. So I said, you know what? I'll just go back to my old phone, which still works fine, pretty much. So that's it. Now I'm back to my old, you know, Samsung Galaxy S7, and it's good. And it's not, look, it's a little slow here and there. Like, you know how things get after a couple years, right? It's just not lightning fast reactive. But anyway, so that was my experience with the Pixel 3.
You know,
Weird, right?
You should do a search. You should do a search, see if other people are having any type of radiation.
I did that
from
before I returned it. I searched, and there were people with the Pixel 2 who were saying the same thing, that it was messing with their eyes. It was actually like messing with my vision. That's what I felt. Like I would look at the
so crazy.
I would look at the phone, then I would look at other things, and I'm like, it just was weird. I don't know. But here's the thing. I think it was slight, because I'm a very sensitive person, right? I'm an audio engineer, so I'm very sensitive to everything, really. When you get really sensitive with audio, you can hear things, and you could feel,
sure.
It's just, there's a sensitivity. So I think I'm definitely more sensitive than the average person. So
that's why we like you.
So what phone do you got, brother?
I'm Apple all the way. I sometimes have issues like with the way they're charging and things like that. I'm not charging, plugging in, but just charging for the cost of it. But
Hey, Navigate Life is here. What's up? Welcome.
If you're in that ecosystem, I think it's just better to go all in. I have an Apple Watch, the earbuds, the phone, the Macs. They all talk to each other. Like when you were calling me, my phone was ringing, computer was ringing. So I just think it just works better. It's seamless. I think when you bring in, you go, I mean, and you're just new to the Mac, but you see how easy it is.
Yeah.
Try an iPhone. Maybe it'll work out better for you.
Well, I was good. Here's the thing. I kind of need a new phone, and I was thinking of the iPhone, but this is like the first year in forever that the actual iPhone that's coming out, like I think yesterday, literally yesterday came out. There's nothing new to it. Like,
no, that's not true.
No, like I think the things that were upgraded and stuff, it's just like a very minor upgrade. That's what I've been told.
Okay, but here's the thing. But
go ahead.
You don't have a previous one, so what difference does it make? Everything's going to be new.
No, the difference it makes is that next year they're going to come out with one that's leaps and bounds better.
Every year is going to be different.
But no, not this year. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if I'm going to buy in, I want to buy the latest and greatest one because I know I'm going to have it for like 2 years, right? 2 years is probably an average length of time, so.
Well, I think the camera is amazing. I'd like to get that. I haven't gotten it yet. I'll probably get it, the Max. I like the bigger size.
Right.
But the new phone is supposed to be pretty good. And, they're super fast.
So, everybody, thank you for hanging out in the Podcasters Lounge. Seriously, you guys in the chat, if you want to talk about anything or ask about anything, just ask in the chat. I mean, we're here. This is the lounge. We're just hanging out. I'm going to get, like, a smoking jacket and I want to, like, sit in a big red crushed velvet chair and maybe get a fake pipe because I don't smoke. But
I have a cigar I can send you.
Oh yeah, I can't handle that. But anyway, our normal streams are on Wednesdays from 7 to 9 Eastern, and this is just like, I'm gonna stream various times throughout the week, like whenever I have time, kind of thing. But these Wednesday streams they will happen every Wednesday, so you know the drill. Like or hit the like button. What am I supposed to say, Arik?
Smash the like button. I don't know.
Yeah,
hit like.
I know the guy. He says like nuke the S out of the like button.
Facebook will promote you more as a live stream the more likes you have. So always get people to like your stuff.
Right.
I know YouTube's the same thing.
Ed Sullivan, he's into cigars too, Arik.
I like Ed. He's into firearms. He's into cigars. He's my kind of guy.
And he's in podcast engineering school right now.
Is he really? Oh
yeah.
My God.
He's going.
That's going to be awesome.
He's in this semester. Next week is our last class. How did that happen, Ed? How did we get through it so quickly? Wow. So anyway, yeah, there you go. Podcasters Lounge, and we also
I don't understand your logo though. Why is there a pentagon?
Well, you might, I don't know. Maybe that's a secret. No, I don't.
Star Chamber? I don't know.
I was just looking for, I don't know. Look, when I create stuff, I just create, and it's like, why?
I seriously was thinking about it. It's like white on one side, it's black on the other side. It's kind of just green. There's some significance to it.
To me, it reminds me of the old Lucky Charms cereal, right? Doesn't it just remind you of Lucky Charms? I don't know. Anyway, you guys ever hear of this guy, Wim Hof? I think he's done like some crazy things. Like he held his breath underwater in the Arctic for like 20 minutes, and he's climbed.
He was on the Marvel superheroes thing. Did you ever see that show?
No.
Stan Lee's Superheroes, where they would go around the world finding people who could do amazing things like they're superheroes.
Right,
He's
that's
pretty
him.
amazing. Yeah.
Because I think he climbed Mount Everest just wearing shorts. Like, he wasn't wearing pants or a shirt. He climbed Mount Everest. Like, he's done a bunch of sick things like that. But here's the thing. He has, like, this method. And, again, this is, like, the kind of stuff that is... it's just interesting to me. So I just wanted to bring it up. But he has this breathing thing where you breathe and you take deep breaths. And then, like, you can hold your breath for a long time. And he talks about health. And he goes way deeper into it. Like, the breathing actually, like, cleanses something or cleanses your blood, or I don't know what. It's really fascinating. And I was thinking about maybe we should all do some deep breathing here in the lounge. What do you think?
I want to know more about Sonic Cupcake. That's Ed Sullivan's company. That's quite the name. That's right up.
Sonic Cupcake. There we go. That's actually really awesome, and it's almost as good as Audio Pizza.
I like Audio Pizza.
Remember?
That's a good name.
Our friend from Australia. Yeah, audio.pizza. That's part of the thing too, is like it's a .pizza domain name. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's audio.pizza. And he doesn't even put his name here.
I think you need to
Garth Humphries, of course. Yeah, sorry.
I would say I think you need to link Podcast Lounge. You want to keep it separate though, right?
I do. I don't want to dilute Podcast Engineering School because that's really technical. That's really hardcore. The lounge, I just want to hang out in the lounge and have fun and talk about podcasting a little, but, you know, we're just hanging out.
Your audience, people who are going to find this, are going to see the title Podcasters. And so...
Yeah.
So maybe you... okay. Well, so maybe you relink the other way. Like, you direct people, like, you want to learn more about podcasting and engineering. I got this thing called...
Oh, yeah, well, so I am, I mean, this is just a page on podcastengineeringschool.com, and I figured, why not send people here, because they'll see the school. It could go the other way. Yeah, I mean, look, this is my, I've done 3 streams in the last 10 days, so I literally just started this. So I think, I probably the Podcasters Lounge should have its own website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a landing page.
Or just, yeah, exactly, a landing page with links to all this. So maybe I'll do that. But you know what? I get so tired of like new websites. Like every idea I have is like a whole new brand. You got to start a website. You got to get the Twitter handle that's right. You got to do. I mean, I'm tired of all that.
It's a lot.
I'm tired. So anyway, you guys want to do some deep breathing? Come on, let's do 20 deep breaths. Here's what we'll do. You don't have to exhale completely. Just like exhale normally, and then, but when you breathe in like pretty much as you can, and then just naturally let it flow out. You don't have to blow it out or anything. And then just really deep in and just let it flow out to normal. And again, you don't have to blow it out till your lungs are empty. So I don't know.
Do you do a 4 count?
No, I think you just do it. Like, the way he does it. You can see videos of him doing it on stage. He leads the crowd through it, and he's just like, breathe in. You know, it's just at your own pace. It's not like to a count, but you want to try it? And oh, by the way, the thing he says is if you get lightheaded, it's okay. Like, don't freak out. Like, it's just a little lightheaded because there's more oxygen coming to your brain. No?
Okay.
You guys, do you really want to? All right, if no one wants to do it, seriously, do you guys want to do some 20 deep breaths on a Saturday?
I'll do it if everyone else wants to do it. If no one else wants to do it, I want to be the only one.
All right, we'll see. We'll ask the chat. The crowd has rights. One of my other favorite streamers is this guy Ben Feingold. He streams on Twitch.
Oh, is this the guy that you were showing me before with all the craziness?
Wait, is that his channel?
Yeah, because I'm hearing that.
Really? All right, I'm gonna get rid of that. That was interesting. Oh, that's audio.pizza. Yeah, you guys want to do some deep breathing? Let's do it. Wait, where's the? Here it is. All right, so let's go. That's 1. That's 2. 3. Is the level of the music good too, guys?
I can't hear any music.
4. Yeah, all right, because you and I are on Skype. I think that's 5. I think that's 6. Right, if I pass out on stream. All right, music's good. I think that's about 8. Thank you, guys, for telling me the music's good. I think that's about 9. Arik, you're not doing it, man.
I'm doing it with you.
Oh. You're not giving it, like, the extra oomph. You're supposed to breathe in as deep as you can. Like, he describes it, like, all the way up into your head, kind of a breath.
You're going too fast for me, then.
All right, that's what, I don't know, 12? I'm starting
12.
to get a little lightheaded.
12.
That's 13. Yeah, a little lightheaded already. All right, that's 14. All right, let's stop at 16. That's 15. All right, that's 16. Ah, yeah, a little lightheaded. But what he does in his demonstration, if you held your breath right now, you could hold your breath for like literally a minute and a half or 2 minutes, which is nuts. Like you would hold your breath and you would just feel normal. You'd just be like, Oh,
I wonder if he's the guy that taught Tom Cruise.
What did he teach him?
Well, Tom Cruise had to learn how to hold his breath for like 3 minutes when he did that underwater scene in Mission Impossible.
Oh.
So and he really did it. So I don't know. He brought someone in to teach him.
That's pretty cool.
Seems like he would find someone like this. It's right up his alley.
Right? Yeah, a little lightheaded. So the thing is, like, again, the oxygen in your body, it's like good, obviously good for you. It cleans out toxins and everything. So anyway, it's not like I'm doing a commercial for the guy. I just thought it was interesting. I've been watching some Gary Vee videos, and which entrepreneur isn't? But do you find Gary Vee inspirational, Arik?
I've been listening to Gary Vee. I have all his books, his audio books. I think he's whenever I feel down, I'll put him on, because just the guy is so driven, so motivated. So he has much respect for me.
Right? Yeah, I've been getting into it, and you know,
I love watching the vlog. I mean, now I remember when he first started doing his vlog, and I thought it was so cool. There's so much coming out from him right now. It's sometimes hard to keep up.
Yeah, he's just recording everything and putting everything out, which is good. Yes, navigate life. So tired of those cookie messages on websites. Yeah, that whole thing is nonsense. I can't. It makes me so mad. It's crazy. Just the retardedness of that whole GDPR.
So wait, Ed. Wait, I'm sorry. Ed produces the Cigar Authority podcast. I've listened to that.
Oh, really?
That's great. And you smoke 2 cigars, Ed. What are you smoking these days?
Besides, you know what?
Actually, I did an interview with Kazed Hansodia, and I wonder if Ed knows who that is.
See, I'll tell you what, though. Cigar smoking does fit with a lounge, but in real life, though, I can't take cigarette smoke or cigar smoke anymore.
I don't like cigarette smoke. I like cigars. Okay. I think cigars, you sit down for 40, 50 minutes with somebody, you enjoy it, you share it. He smoked a Davidoff. Okay, very fancy, very fancy.
Ooh, a Davidoff. Okay.
Yeah, so Kazed Hansodia, I'm going to give him a minute to see. He's probably looking it up on the internet if he doesn't know. I'm sure he knows.
FYI for everyone watching, this next coming Wednesday is Halloween, so obviously the Podcasters Lounge is going to stream on Halloween. So I went out earlier today, and we stopped by. Well, we went out, my wife and I, to do some errands and stuff, but we did stop by Party City, and I did purchase something. Anyway, this Wednesday.
Tease.
And I wanted to like figure out if I could hang some stuff and get the lights low, and I'm like, I don't have time to create a whole movie set behind me, although that would be kind of cool.
So Kazed Hansodia is the owner of Gurkha Cigars. Gurkha is also like Davidoff. It's kind of like the Ferraris of the cigar world. They're very high-end. Fascinating guy. But he also, has a little bit of a nexus to the firearms world, and so that's why I interviewed him. But I love his cigars, and highly recommend them.
So Heather, what do they do for Halloween in New Zealand now? Do they is it the same as here? Like the kids dress up and just go door to door? And well, one thing they do here now too is I guess teenagers can go by themselves, but pretty much every kid, the parent goes with them now. Which
Smart.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. If you got to do it, okay.
You're ringing the doorbell at a stranger.
I'm okay with that. What's a little bit annoying is these schools where all of a sudden, and it's been going on for years, but every parent has to drive their own kid to school, right? So at the school in the morning, there's like a bajillion cars, and it's like, does anyone ride the bus anymore? Like, did they just get rid of all the buses now and just say, oh, you got to drive your own kid to school? It's insane. Heather says, yeah, and there's just a lot more decorations and stuff in the shops. Yeah, it's the man. The man wants you to buy more candy. That's the reason for Halloween.
Do you set up your house, Chris, like a haunted house? You get people all scared?
Nah, we put up a couple things. Like, actually, we bought 2 pumpkins. My wife bought 2 pumpkins like 2 weeks ago. And because we have a lot of wildlife around here, like, we saw a couple pumpkins. There were like some scratches on them. And then like someone ate some of the skin. And we're like, man, these pumpkins aren't going to last till Halloween. So one morning, the deer in the front yard were eating. They had somehow dragged it down, and they literally ate the entire pumpkin within like maybe 5-6 hours.
Hungry kid.
The deer. Yeah, it was a mom and two little ones. They're not so little anymore. They were born in May. That's one cool thing about where I live is like the deer. The first year we lived here, the deer were born literally in my backyard. Literally.
That is cool.
15 feet from my house. There were 2 little baby deer born, and they were here for a while. And then of course, they always come back and stuff. And it's a safe place around where I live, so they kind of feel good.
See, one year, a couple of years ago, we put out a bowl, like one of our salad bowls with candy in it and a sign saying, please take some candy, whatever, because we were trick-or-treating. And we came back, they took all the candy, they took the bowl, and they took the chair. They took the chair! So I was like, that's it, we're done. They took the chair.
They took the chair.
What's wrong with people?
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I'm curious, you guys, Heather and Navigate Life and Ed and whoever else is watching, is my voice and Arik's voice about the same volume? Because I did turn Arik down to 75% in Ecamm Live, and I'm wondering if it's about the same volume. Arik, test.
Yes. Test. 1, 2, 3. It's good to see people coming into this. I like SunPower Pod and Navigate Life. Navigate Life, that's the one in New Zealand?
No, Heather SunPower Pod is in New Zealand.
Oh, Heather. Okay. I have something like that on my Instagram.
And what is it? What is it in New Zealand? Like December 4th already or something? What is it? No, because it's like seriously like 16 hours ahead of where I am, Mountain Time. We need like New Zealand time.
You are the master with Google Foo.
World clock.
Do it. It's right there. New Zealand. It's early.
What?
Top
Wait,
of the morning
what?
to you.
Oh, it's already tomorrow morning there. Yes, it's Sunday at 9:30 in the morning.
Good morning, Heather.
Right? Good morning. Okay, terrific. All right. So anyway, Gary V, I've just been getting inspired by him, and I hope I could, I don't know. Like I want to grow my school. Like everyone who's heard me knows that I want to grow my podcast engineering school, but I don't know how because I suck at marketing, and it's crazy. I just don't know what to do. So anyway, Gary V says buy Facebook ads, but I tried that and it didn't, it's not that it didn't work.
Do you know what he says about that? What you just said, you tried that, didn't work. Well, then you didn't do it right.
No, I know it. No, here's the thing. It didn't work in the sense, not in the sense of I spent a lot of money and a lot of people saw my ads and nobody bought my thing. Not like that. I mean, literally, I set up the ad and I pressed go and it went, and it's out of, I think I allocated $300 to it, and it spent 1 penny, and I came back a week and a half later, and it was like, it didn't do anything.
Time out. You made 1 ad.
Yeah.
Right. That's not how it's supposed to be done. You got to take 1 ad, make 4 versions of it.
See, this is my I know this. I know, and then
you take 4 different images, and then, well, you actually take 2 images, and you split it in two ways. So
Right.
one image, and then you have different text for each one, and then you run it for like $5, and Facebook will pick a winner. That's the one then you start throwing the money in.
Right. So, but see, yeah. I
And that's what you
know
did?
all that. I know all that. That's like me telling you how EQ works. 100 hertz is the low end, 1K is the mid, 10K is the high. And dude,
Well, you have to have engaging pictures.
no, but dude, I couldn't even get the ad to run.
Well,
It
you
didn't
didn't
even
get it to
run.
run.
A week and a half later, it had spent 1 penny, and it didn't run, and it said it was on. It was running, and I'm like, what? Why isn't my ad running? And I just
You
turned it
probably
off.
still have it. I'd like to see it one time.
I gave
You
up. I
probably
turned it
still
off.
have it.
I need help. I need to actually. I think I'm gonna have to, and it sounds dumb, but I'm gonna have to pay someone to help me do a Facebook ad. That is, and as I'm saying it, that's retarded to say that because supposedly it's so easy to do, but maybe I'm just stupid when it
Well-
comes to marketing.
Well, first of all, I hate when people say this, so don't say that.
Yeah, but
But-
maybe I am though. That's what I'm
But
saying.
you're not. You're not.
Yeah, but then
That's
I
like
couldn't get
that's
an
like
ad
saying-
to run.
Seriously, but seriously, that's like saying, you know, I couldn't get the EQ right, so I must be stupid. Right?
No, but-
it's the same thing. It's just you just haven't been exposed to the proper ways of doing it. That's all. And hiring someone to do it, maybe, you know, you got a lot of other things going on. Maybe you get someone that's what they do. People hire you to do their shows, right?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have
because
to.
you know what you're doing.
Yeah, but
I mean,
everyone always says, "Oh, just do a Facebook ad. It's easy. You just."
Okay, well, listen, if it was that easy, everyone would be millionaires like Gary Vee. It's not. You got to put a lot of work into it. And that's the thing. It's like something's got to give. Like this time around, I might not spend that much on Facebook ads because I already have a list. And I'm going to hit that list as much as I can. I'm going to hit the people who listen to my show as much as I can and go from there.
That's right.
You know.
And what you're talking about is your Shooters Summit. December 17th to the 23rd.
No, that was last year. Remember?
Oh.
The new one is November.
Oh, for the love of Pete. I thought the website was old, not the content.
Oh, look at the top of it. It says December of 2017.
All right. Anyway, go listen to Aric's podcast, Firearms Nation. That's current. I know that.
That's yes. The
All right,
new
and
site will be up this week.
And in New Zealand, if you're in New Zealand, at the beep, the time is 9:39 a.m. and 40 seconds. Beep.
So Ed says that he put some headphones on and you're slightly louder.
I'm slightly louder.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna put you up to, instead of 75, I'm gonna put you up to 85.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. All
Let's
right.
see.
There we
I
go.
see. I'm peaking there.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's Skype.
Maybe my signal's coming out too hot. On
No,
my end?
Skype makes
Nope.
it really hot. Skype boosts you and compresses you and jams you right up to the top of the possible level.
Yeah,
all.
that's why when I use Call Recorder, I have to actually put that level down because it definitely boosts it. Yeah, a little too loud. I noticed that the first time I was making these recordings.
By the way, Ed, because Ed, like you said, in Facebook, he said he put on some headphones and Chris is slightly louder. This brings up an idea of when I do podcast production. If I'm interviewing someone and I'm mixing the levels of the voices, if usually my voice I have, because I process my voice every week, so it's my voice is always what it is, right? So the guest voice is the one I'm matching to my voice. If I'm in doubt, because I want to match the levels, but if I'm ever in doubt slightly, I will just bring the guest ever so slightly lower, because I would rather that I'm a little louder than my guest, because it's my show, and that's just how I want it to be. So if my guest is slightly lower or even, it's okay with me. I wouldn't want my guest louder than me, right? My guest is loud and then I'm really soft, you know. I wouldn't want that. So anyway,
Doesn't Reaper have a match loudness function?
you can get it through these extensions called the Ultrashell extensions, but see loudness with RMS and LUFS is not exact. Meaning if you record audio and I record audio and you match it, you put them both at -19 LUFS, technically speaking, they're both at -19 LUFS. Perceptually, They are not the same loudness. You might sound louder than me just because of your mic and maybe how close you are to the mic and lots of different things. So matching loudness with LUFS and RMS is fine. That can get you close, but you got to use your ears. This is part of what I say in podcast engineering school, that it's not, you have tools you can use, but then you got to use your ears. That's the final tool. That's the only tool that you can really count on.
So what do you do with somebody who shows up with a Blue Yeti, one of your guests?
Yeah, no, I mean, I would just tell them, like, if the Blue Yeti's sitting on a table, first I would make sure that the pattern they're on is the cardioid pattern and that the mic is pointing at them. Then I would tell them don't touch the table that the mic is sitting on, because even if they touch the table, it'll rumble through. Just like when I put down my drink, that just rumbled through my microphone pretty loud, I'm sure, because I heard it on the other replay. That's it. And of course, you got to tell people to stay the same distance from the mic all the time, because people, they're like, oh yeah, they're talking.
No, I had that problem, and the guy was doing this, and it would come in, and it was a lot of work to try and get that episode out. I'm not a big fan of that microphone.
Yeah. Arik, did you see this game, Match the Mix?
No.
All right. Here, we're going to see if I can match the mix. Ready? Toggle the music, shortcut. Wait, toggle music here. Oh, I could start and stop the music with the space bar. And then I could switch between my mix and the reference track. Ooh, with the tab button. I'm going to do that. It's a lot easier than clicking. So, and I adjust the EQ until both versions sound the same. So there's a reference track they're going to play me, Arik.
Okay.
And then there's another track that's my track that I can adjust. And I have to adjust my track to sound exactly like their track.
Interesting.
I adjust the EQ. It's a game. It's called Match the Mix.
That's good for training your ear.
You're training your ear. So Heather guesses 80%. And I take offense to that, Heather. Of course I'm kidding. All right. But now I'm going to be struggling to get 80%, Heather. All right. So let's do it. Oh wait, I got to stop my pretzel. I wish it doesn't fade it out nicely. Like, I like players when you hit stop that it goes, quickly fades it out. Just nicer. I know, Heather, you killed it last time I played this. You nailed it. All right, let's do it. Oh wait. Uh-oh. Did I have to put Chrome?
What happened?
No, I'm not hearing the sound from Chrome.
Well, I heard it on the Facebook feed.
Wait, you heard it?
Yeah, I turned it up because I wanted to hear it, and it started playing.
Wait, so why can't I hear it?
I hear that.
Okay, so
I didn't hear that on Facebook. I heard that on Skype. That's weird.
Okay, so I can't hear it. So you know what I'm gonna do? Wait, though, that doesn't make sense.
But I can hear it and you can't hear it. That's so bizarre.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Last time what I did is I had Chrome in my audio hijack. I guess I could put it in there now, right? Yeah, let me do it now. All right, hold on, everybody. Okay.
I hear you.
Hear me? Oh, there we go.
Now I still hear it.
Okay, good. So here we go.
Now you hear
it. So this is the reference, and here we go. I'm going to try and match this up. Heather guesses 80. Oh, wait. Yeah, so Heather, you couldn't hear it, but I think now you can. So just confirm that you can now.
Ed said 87%.
Ed said 87. All right. Ooh, 87. Pressure. right. I think I got it. Whoa, dude! I killed it!
Damn!
Oh yeah.
96? Are you serious? Wow.
You must be a master.
Wow. So Arik, so this is a thing. In the future, I want people who come on with me to play it. Like, for instance, if you were to play this live now and we could share your screen on my stream.
You can do it.
Right? So
see what now you'd have to stop sharing your screen on Skype. I'll share my screen on Skype.
Right.
And then you bring that into Ecamm.
Right. Then I could I could put your Skype big on the screen, and then you would share your screen and we would see it, but would we hear it?
I don't know.
No, dude, you would have to do what I did. Look at what I did. I just put Chrome, and I'm sending Chrome to, basically to Skype. Anyway, we'll do that in the future. I'm telling you, we'll do that in the future.
What's this? Match the mix?
Yeah, matchthemix.sonarworks.com. I think what was the other? Yeah, matchthemix.sonarworks.com. The other one I was doing was the DB challenge, and so I think I'm logged in, and I think I have one play left. Yeah, one chance left. This one, Arik, there's two different. It's the same sound at two different levels, and you have to choose. It's multiple choice. How much dB difference there is in the volume level.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So let's do this one. I played this one the other day too. So, all right, we ready? Wait, hold on. Any predictions? Heather, Ed? I don't think. Well, so in this one, you actually get 3 lives. So you get to get
a good sign.
2 wrong. You get 2 wrong. As soon as you get 3 wrong, you're done, and you got to get 12 right in order to enter the contest. So that's it. It's actually not like a percentage. It's more like, do you think I'll make it? Yeah, I guess it's a yes or no. Do you think I'll get 12 right before I get 3 wrong?
Listen, I have such faith in you.
Yeah, but last time I played this, so you start with 5 chances. The first 3 I didn't get it. Then the 4th one I got it, and now the 5th one I'm going to do right now. So, but that was, 4 days ago, so. So this is the original, and then this is after the game. So clearly it brings it down a little, not a lot. So I'm guessing this is -2 instead of -9. Yeah, that was easy.
Ooh.
That is very slight.
Very close.
I'm going to say 0.5.
What? No way! No.
This one's also really close, right? Yeah, that was not 3 dB. That was really close.
Oh, that's different.
Definitely 2.5.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy.
God.
It's the same, right?
It's the same, but it's probably not. Okay,
no, it is.
That's not a trick question.
That sounds like 3.5, not 8.
Yeah, no way is it 8.
All right.
I like the ding.
All right, 3 dB or 1 dB?
I'm going to say 3.
Yeah.
Four. don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 actually. Yeah, 2.
Yeah. This is a huge gain. Look at that.
I'm gonna say 12.
Yeah,
23
12.
is.
That's huge.
Yeah. All right. Halfway. Oh yeah. Oh.
This is hard when there's such a small. I can't tell. Good for you. What was it that was giving it away on that one?
It just felt significant, so not 1. It felt like more than 1, so I picked 2.
Four.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Six.
I want to say 9.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 9. Yeah.
Oh, how did you get that?
This has got to be 2, right?
I'm gonna say 2.
Yeah. 2. Oh, see? -3 or -2. Really?
Ugh.
I'm gonna say 2.
Yep, 2.
Oh, is that it? Ah, I passed the challenge.
Awesome.
All right, continue. So wait.
Oh, we have to do this. Oh my god.
No, I'm good. I think when you pass, you just get entered into the drawing.
Oh, okay.
So now I have 2. I should have 2 entries into this drawing, and the winner gets Adam A5X studio monitors.
Nice.
But who knows? Hey, how did Bandrew do? Heather, did you say you watched Bandrew do this?
If he did it, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah. No, he could.
He's all he's doing is just review of these mics and listening so carefully.
So Pod News, you get Pod News, Arik?
No, never heard of it.
Oh, Pod News, yeah, it's a really good daily. It's a daily email with a lot of really good info, actually.
I'll have to put that down.
Yeah, Pod News. James Cridlin runs it. I don't know if he still does all the work on it, but Anchoring is promising to build a podcast studio in your office for free. I talked about this in a previous stream. So, and I don't want to upchuck on camera, so let's move on.
There's nothing for free in life.
Adobe have inked a deal with A Million Ads to offer personalized audio advertising on Adobe Advertising Cloud. See, this whole ad insertion thing, it's big business for big shows. But for small shows like mine, like ads are just, oh. Anytime you hear an ad, it's like, ugh. Pod News editor last weekend.
But let me just ask you, everybody knows that these things take a lot of work to put together. And if somebody wants to sponsor the show, aren't you going to give if you really like the show, say if you had a sponsor come to you and say, hey, I want to run some ads. I know that it's a fine line between alienating your audience and them understanding like, hey, got to pay the bills, got to buy new mixers or whatever, and it's not free. And as much as we want to make it free, the whole part of it that is great is that we can do this and still make a little cash. I mean, wouldn't you feel that if the right sponsor came or any sponsor came along and said, we want to have a pre-roll ad, we'll give you, $100 per episode, $200 per episode, $300 per episode. Wouldn't you take it?
Well, okay. So what you're describing is a little guy like me just making a deal with a business or a friend or something that I'm going to mention their show. And
No. I'm saying that, say, Mackie. All right, just because I'm looking at my Mackie speakers. Mackie came to you and said, "You're doing a great job with the show. We like your focused audience. All right, we'll give you 100 per episode for a 30-second pre-roll."
Right. So
you
let's
wouldn't take that?
Let's use a name that I would say yes to. Sound Devices. What if Sound Devices came to me?
Okay, Sound Devices. Perfect.
We'll give you 100 per episode. I would, but because I almost already do promote it, and I would do it in a way that's fun, and I wouldn't read an ad. I mean, I might mention a couple facts, but I'm not going to read an ad. I'm not going to be like, okay, now it's time for a word from our sponsors. Sound Devices makes wonderful gear, and go to sounddevices.com/XYZ123 and get your free sign up to get a. I would never do anything like that. I would tell them, look, I'll
use
talk about
promo codes Podcast Engineering School to get 10% off on your mix pre or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Believable. Okay. I would never do that. So, but I'll talk about
You're a little off on the timing, by the way.
Wait, so in my ears it sounded perfect, but anyway,
it sounded too perfect to me.
Okay.
I got the FU part.
I didn't say it. I
know. It's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
You're becoming more and more like Gary Vee.
Like if it was a company I liked and that I use, like if it was Isotope or Sound Devices or Waves, I mean stuff I use every day, I would. But I wouldn't do it in a corny way, and I wouldn't make it long or boring.
All right, so let me ask you this, since we're on this conversation.
Sure.
Majority of people are going to fast forward it anyways. What difference does it make?
But the thing is, if I do it and I do it in a fun way, and I don't know if people would fast forward it, my listeners.
I think people even fast forward on Leo Laporte, and I think he has the best ads ever.
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah, I don't know. Advertising's a weird thing. That's why I don't do it. I like my model of I have a school, and I'd like to attract students for my school, and so part of that is I'm going to do a podcast. So
anyway, I'm going to have to run.
Oh yeah, well we're done anyway. So let's wrap it up. I mean, I was gonna go through these 2 emails, yada yada, but I don't care. And oh yeah, Michael the sound guy we talked about earlier, the Location Sound podcast. So your podcast, what the? All right, I don't know where your podcast went, but anyway, Arik Levy,
Firearms Nation
podcast, Shooters Summit. Did I close it?
I think you did.
That's believable. Okay.
That was better.
No, but anyway, Firearms Nation podcast and the Shooters Summit. That's what everyone needs to know about you. And they need to go look it up and click and subscribe and the bell and I don't even know what. Just click stuff and get the stuff. Okay. Well, Arik Levy, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, everybody. Ed, thanks everyone for hanging out on the Podcasters Lounge on a special Saturday afternoon, or for Heather, it's Sunday morning. So there we go. And thank you, Arik, for helping me set up with the Ecamm Live and everything.
My pleasure. Thanks we're going to fix it, but thank you for the audio hijack.
Yeah, we're gonna get it even more right, but
yes.
But yeah, all good, man. So thank you. Thanks everybody for listening, watching. We'll see you all Wednesday. You see it on the screen right here. Look. Wednesday. And it's Halloween, so I'm not saying you should wear something special. Well, actually, you're just viewers, so I can't see you, but anyway, you're going to see me. That's a hint. All right. Thanks everybody. We'll see you in the lounge on Wednesday. Peace out. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Rock it. See you guys.